host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by the length of the football for a first down. This is Mostert. Able to power through. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And some room to roam now. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
On play action, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And Lance going to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Nelson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. This defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers now to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Javon Kinlaw with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's Lance. And he will find his man Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Mostert, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Check 59, Mike is 15.
One more time with Mostert, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Ross Dwelly, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit
Sometimes
better.
it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Rolling to his left. A throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Off of play action, here's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing now is Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Here's Lance to throw it. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun. Lance throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Rodgers going to throw. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Second corner action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Tonyan complete over the middle. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Lance looking to throw it. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Lance. Completes it to Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Shotgun now for Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6. And Lance now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first.
Deebo Samuel was a revelation for the 49ers in their run to the NFC Championship in his rookie year of 2019. Injuries kept him to just 7 games last year, but he brings a dimension of creativity when he's out on the field. He makes a nice catch there for a 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Again, looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. Now the ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Chris Barnes. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
49ers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got him. Mike's 54.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones,
his fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Packers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And Lance going to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
51. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Lance now on 1st down. And he will find his man Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
Big stop, let's go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, me and you all day. All right.
Lance looks to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about it.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner, and he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. This will be caught at Samuel. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st down, Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.